Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft, and today I've got a process video for you for the September Off the Board Hop. You can see my Pinterest inspiration up in the corner there. This is a layout that was originally posted on the Paper Issues blog, so if you know Paper Issues, I've talked about them many times before. There's lots of great inspiration in the Facebook group, and they also have a blog, and so I found this and pinned it, and I really liked the triangle. I don't know why I said triangle that way. I liked the triangle shape that was going on here. It kind of looks like the paper is folded over, and it might actually be folded over. I'm not going to do a fold over. I'm just going to cut a triangle out of a different pattern paper. And but I am going to still use one photo, and then I'm going to go crazy with the embellishments and kind of do my own thing. So this is where I'm starting with this Paper Issues scrapbook layout. But you can start wherever you want, and the rest of the participants in today's hop are also starting wherever they want. We're all just taking something that inspires us from our Pinterest boards. It could be a scrapbook layout. It could be like a picture, it could be a mood board, it could be something with colors, it could be anything. So when you sit down to scrapbook, don't always think that you need to have a sketch or a layout to go off of. You can be inspired by so many different things. I'm sure your Pinterest boards are full of stuff, just like mine are. Sometimes I do like to just take straight scrapbook inspiration from my Pinterest boards, but occasionally you might be inspired by something else, so that's cool too. And that's why it's fun to hop along with everybody. You'll find everyone listed down below in the description box, but it's fun to hop along with everybody to see the different things that everybody is inspired by. So I am using a couple pattern papers that are from my stash, and of course I don't know who they're from, but I'm looking for ones that are going to work with a Disney photo. And it doesn't really have anything specifically Disney in it, but it's me and my husband on one of the Disney boats that takes you back and forth between, I can't remember which park it goes between, but they have a couple different boat routes. So if you're staying at Port Orleans, certain resorts that you stay at, you can take a boat from your resort to get to the park. And so we were actually there on a Sunday. We did not have tickets to go into the park that day. So we just used that day as a resort hopping day, just to kind of go around and see some of the other resorts and see what they were like, see what the amenities were, because we've only been in the Art of Animation before, or not the Art of Animation. We've been at Pop Century before, which is next to Art of Animation. We've walked through the outside of Art of Animation, but we've only stayed at Pop Century. Anyway, so that's what we decided to do on this very brief excursion that we had into Disney back in January. So I took a selfie of us on the boat, and I decided to use that selfie for this layout. And the thing about cutting triangles is that when you're cutting triangles out of 12 by 12 paper, you can't use your 12 by 12 paper trimmer because it just doesn't fit. Nothing fits right. So I had to break out my ruler and a pencil and draw a straight line where I wanted it to be. This took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to get the triangle shape right. I don't know why I was having so much trouble, but I was. So it just took me a while to visualize what it was supposed to look like. And of course I will cut off that little edge piece there, but I finally got it, traced a straight line with the ruler and hand cut it as straight as I could. I'm not very good at straight hand cutting, but that's okay. So I got it to look as good as I could, and now I've got this really cool triangle piece. The bottom pattern paper is, I want to say it's crepe paper, and it's actually Christmas paper. So you wouldn't know because they're just stars. Stars are so general. They can be anything, and the colors are not specifically Christmas. But I thought the stars were really, magical and reminded me of Disney. So I knew I definitely wanted to use that. And then from there, I picked other pattern papers that I thought had the same sort of colors. I also had to keep in mind the colors from the Disney embellishments that I still had. And that ticket paper was also Disney paper, as is that piece of paper there that I am cutting a banner into to go behind the photo. So I needed to keep all of those colors in mind, and I think I did a pretty good job. But basically, you can't go wrong with blues and reds, Some of these, I think I have a Simple Stories collection, an Ellie Studio collection, and an Echo Park collection of embellishment pieces. And pretty much they're all black, red, yellow. The Simple Stories has some blue and like a tealy type of, or like a mint, sort of like a minty teal type of color. And the Ellie Studio one, I think, is pretty straightforward with like black, red. And there's some other colors in there, gray, but for the most part, they all have those same classic Disney colors. Now, there's a piece here that I'm adding in. It's a 4x4 cut apart, which is actually from the Chamel Main Character Energy Collection. And when I saw it, there is magic. There is magic in you. That reminded me of Disney because it's very magical going to Disney. So, of course, I wanted to throw that in there as well. So I've got my 4x6 photo matted with that banner thing behind it. I don't know if I have done this yet or not, but I do cut the banner so that it stretches behind not just the photo, but all of the little embellishment pieces that I'm adding there. A tag, a little 2x2 square, another little 2x2 square that has a word on it. So I've got a lot layered up over there, and I don't make you watch me put all of that down. So through the magic of editing, it is actually all adhered. I am popping up that 4x4 piece on some foam dots or some foam squares because I wanted to, sorry, I have to wipe my nose. I'm in my cold house and coldness makes my nose run. I love this season. Allergies and coldness, it's amazing. I really do love fall, but I digress. I wanted there to be some added dimension, and I liked that when I pop things up, it makes them stand out a little bit more. Not that it's overtaking the photo, but it just kind of makes it stand out to say like, hey, this is a really important piece here. Pay attention to this. And it's not going to be my title. I will add, I think I add a separate title to this. Now I can't remember actually. But it's just saying like, hey, poof, look over here. And it's right next to the photo. So it kind of also draws your eye to the photo as well. Okay, now it's time to get all the embellishments out. I have a ton of Disney embellishments. I have no more Disney paper, but I have a ton of embellishments. So I'm going through all of the collections. Like I said, Simple Stories, Ellie Studio, and Echo Park. If anybody else has Disney collections, let me know because I still have last summer's, I still have the vacation from 2022 pictures to scrapbook. I might be done. I might have enough completed pages for the photos that I need to do because I was scrapbooking kind of ahead, scrapbooking without photos, without printing them out. But, we're a Disney family, so we're going to be going back at some point, and I'm going to need some more Disney scrapbook paper. So let me know if you know of any other manufacturers doing collections, or if you've seen something really cool. Let me know down in the comments. So I'm doing a mix of flat stickers, puffy stickers, ephemera pieces, just kind of layering everything up along the right-hand side of that photo, building out my clusters, looking for pieces. I also did something down at the bottom. Oh, that's where my title is. I didn't use alpha stickers. So I have this big piece that says Dream from the Simple Stories collection. It's a puffy sticker, or not a puffy sticker. It's a foam sticker. I took an extra triangle and put that down at the bottom. So again, we're mirroring the triangle pieces, top and bottom. And then I put the Dream piece there, and I think I add a few extra small little embellishments down there as well. And that's kind of like the original layout had some stuff down in the bottom right because the triangle piece came down on the left, if that makes sense. I honestly, when I sat down to do this, I looked at the original real quick because I wanted to get the triangle aspect of it right. And then from there, I didn't look back at it ever again. I just started putting down embellishments and doing my own thing. So it is a little similar in that I have the piece down at the bottom. That's really funny that I did that because I didn't remember seeing it on the original layout, but going back to look at it to do this voiceover, I was like, oh yeah, there is a little thing at the bottom. So, I must have subconsciously took that, or just, many scrapbookers know that if you've got a whole bunch of stuff at the top, you might want to add a little bit of stuff at the bottom, right? That's just kind of a good rule of thumb in scrapbooking. And you don't have to do as much. If you try your hand at this design, you don't have to do as many embellishments as I do. Believe me, I just had so many and I love layering them up. So that's what I did. Now here I'm adding in the journaling, just real quick. I found a journaling spot right there to stick there. And that's pretty much going to be it. So thanks so much for hopping along with us today. We hop at the last Wednesday of the month, every month. So definitely come and hop with us, and we'll see you for more inspiration on your Pinterest boards and from our Pinterest boards. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.